Hi everyone, you're welcome to Formula My channel on YouTube. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to this channel. So today we continue with the topic set, and we are taking one of the most important basic topics under set. So today we are looking at reduction of set to basic form. Reduction of sets to basic form. So we are going to learn about how reduce basic, we can reduce complex form of sets to 8 basics. So in my previous video, I made mention that some complex cells can be reduced into basic form. Almost all the cells can be reduced into basic form, but some of them will result in decimal. So here, we are not much interested in reduction of cells into decimal, but into a whole number. For example, so the square root of 2 is giving us something like 1.441, but here, the square root of 4 is giving us 2. So the reduction of set is laying more emphasis on this one. We are not interested in decimals. So we will take more examples and see how best we can go about it. So these are examples of cells which cannot be reduced into 8 basics. So square root of 2, square root of 3, square root of 7, square root of 5, they cannot be broken down or reduced into 8 basics unless into decimal. But here, you're not interested in the decimal. So the square root of 7 are in the basic form and cannot be simplified further. So these ones cannot be simplified further. Whenever you have a set and after simplifying it is giving you a decimal, then it means that that set cannot be simplified further. So let's take example of those that can be simplified further and see how we can go about it. So let's take square root of 24. So with the square root of 24, the square root of 24 can be written as, so this can be written as a big square root, then with 4 times 6, because we know that 4 times 6 will give us 24. So here we think about two numbers. When we multiply, we get the one which is here. So 4 times 6 is giving us 24. So after that, then we write them differently. So let's write this one as square root of 4 times square root of 6. So of course we know the square root of 4 because 4 is a perfect square, and square root of 4 that we know is 2. Multiplying, the square root of 6 cannot be further broken down, so we keep it like that as square root of 6. So it means that our answer for square root of 24 will give us 2 square root of 6. That's our answer for square root of 24. Let's take another example. Let's take square root of 75. So with square root of 75 here, you have to think about two numbers. When we multiply, we are going to get 75. So when I multiply 25 times 3, I'm going to get 75. So as usual, let's write them differently. The square root of 25 is a perfect number or a perfect square. So let's write the square root of 25 multiplying square root of 3. So square root of 25 is a perfect square, and we know that one is 5. Multiplying the square root of 3 cannot be further simplified or reduced. So we keep it like that, square root of 3, because when we do the square root of 3, it will give us decimals in which we are not interested. So our answer for square root of 75 will give us 5 multiplying square root of 3. Simple. So let's take our last example. Let's take square root of 200. So as usual, we think about two numbers. When we multiply, we are going to get 200. And when I multiply 100 times 2, I'm getting 200. So of course, let's write them differently. You can write this one as square root of 100 multiplying square root of 2. Square root of 100 is a perfect square. So we can reduce that one, but square root of 2 can be reduced, but unless in decimal, but we are not interested in decimal. So square root of 100, we know, will give us 10. Multiplying square root of 2. So our final answer is 10 root 2. That's square root of 200 is giving us 10 root 2. So I'll give you this one so that you try your hands on. Then you can send it to me for review via my WhatsApp channel. Sorry, my WhatsApp group, in which I've pasted the group link in the comment. Thank you very much for joining me today. Thank you very much. Please don't forget to subscribe and share to your friends so that everyone will have access to this video. Thank you very much. See you later.